They managed to get inside the zone, but Admino was ready to welcome Medel with a grenade. And from the front, Sim, they downed them once again. Sim played incredibly well today, but they were also downed themselves. Medel's top dog spotted them, Admino closed behind. Even though they were hit with too many grenades, they needed to retreat. They retreated, but Medel's revival is still pending. VXT, they were just sitting behind the wall with 3 of their players. They didn't expect the grenade to land there, but Newman, yes, is in excellent form right now. Moving on for now, RTGXIAD attacked the team again, and now it was Bliss' turn. But in the midst of all this, Hero Extreme GodLike, they spotted AJ. AJ was knocked out, and Bliss, too, is going to need points. With 2 players left, Bliss' team is still in control. However, they will still have the Erangel field. Look, Hero Extreme Godline has knocked out Bliss, so they know who the opponent is. It's crucial for them to push hard, as both teams had 77 points. Eliminating your opponent significantly improves your chances. RTGXID aren't afraid of anything, but VXT are a team that has a very close point. Econox came in and left as quickly as he arrived, but look at Jathan, he's eliminated at the right time. Another knock, and now Bliss is the last player left. Sam, who was turbo attacking for a revive, was taken down. That means 2 finishes for Hero, Extreme, and Godline. Last time, they won 9 points in that heal battle. If they finish 2, the total will reach around 79. Extreme GodLike still has a good chance of surpassing the 85 mark in this match, as it's the last match of the entire semifinals, Group B, but I think the last remaining Bliss players are trying to revive their players. Hero Extreme GodLike Admino is still searching for the player who went missing. Okay, AJ is gone, but the other player who was knocked will get a revival. The players in front didn't even try to come forward. They said, "Knock player, I'm not coming. You two come." Quote, while they were coming, 1 player lost their HP. The other player was also at almost 30% or 20% HP, but Sam revived them. Hero Extreme GodLike has earned 1 point from this match so far. As for Bliss, they also have 1 point, although they have lost 2 players. But Hero Extreme GodLike suffered a setback where they could have gotten another extra frag. They didn't advance, and I don't think they needed to take that risk, because they knew, okay, at least they got 1 finish, and they're still in a good position in the zone. So there's no need to be so desperate, saying, no, we need those finishes. It was a good strategy. Those players fell behind, and Team Ignite is very close. Right now, Hero Extreme, GodLike, and Team Reckoning are still outside the zone. They've done their job in the medals. You'll see them on Western Edge. After all that, Newman, that team is still at the receiving end. Yes, they didn't need to do anything special either. They'll easily get inside the zone by healing, but this whole cycle has come to GodLike. I was just recounting the history of whenever GodLike has their last match in an event where they have to qualify. We're the 2 of us casting. You might remember the moment in BJS 2023 where the fight was taking place at the Pochinki Scud House. Team GodLike was GodLike at the time and they were eliminated. Today, we're watching Myanmar, where they need 10 to 12 points in the final match. They've already eliminated the first one. I hope they can get 11 more. Look, the BJS lineup has changed, times have changed, many things have changed. The way the game is played has also changed. And I think Hero Extreme GodLike will change history this time and qualify. However, many of our young players are waiting, and when BJS comes around, they'll also have to qualify, and they'll need a good device for that, which is our IQ-12. Of course, our official smartphone partner is also IQ. They also know that the LAN finals are very important. So, instead of ruining our gameplay, it's better to stick to our natural gameplay, and hope for even better times ahead. This is being taken care of by Metal, Newman, and VX, who is known for his Marmara play, but in the midst of all this, Hero Extreme GodLike eliminated a Win God player. His eliminations and tally have now reached 2 in this match. Just look at it, if he goes outside the urban compound, to the zone Hero Extreme GodLike, which is at the top, it will be much easier for him, but if he returns to the urban compound, the difficulties will increase significantly. Heal, battle, utility, and usage will all come into play. Now, I think the zone will decide who qualifies and who doesn't, but when God is on the edge, he has plenty of points. VXT also has him playing on the edge. Pneumatics Forever has also arrived. Hyderabad Hydras also had a good point total, but the next knockout came from Osli's Hydro, who wasn't ready to give up. Spiro was just about to form a zone, and this zone would go to Hero Extreme GodLike. Yes, Hero Extreme GodLike has gotten their team off to a good start. 2 finishes have already been taken. And the best news is that there's no one behind them. They know this. Jathan saw another Vano player, Damage. He was heavily red, but it was Raiden who took the knockout, and Jathan can pull off that finish. Yes, he stole that finish from there, bringing the total to 3. When the danger was greatest, Jathan stepped up, but Hyderabad Hydras, Moksha moved ahead and was easily eliminated by Matal. But, as you mentioned, Meji, there's no competition on the mountain for now. No one is coming. This is a very good thing. Hero Extreme GodLike already has 2 medals. They certainly have a desire to win, but look at that spray. Hyderabad Hydra's CCD spray picks have been collected, and they've been amazed. Hyderabad Hydra Gaming seems to be in a different league today. We've been discussing this battle between Silly versus Team Rikin, with Ignite also being present with Team 85. This means they'll need extra finishes and placement points. Now, let's see how many points they can rack up, but VXT, you should look at their rotation, and maybe they'll have a chance to meet Hero Extreme GodLike. Yes, he was seen heading up that hill. He just saw those players coming, got in his vehicle, and headed towards his remaining players, but VXT is fine. They didn't go straight up the hill. The team stopped at the downhill. Samraj and company made the right decision to go downhill, and we all know how strong this team's Marimar is. But Hero Extreme GodLike, it's a good start. They took 3 flags, but VXT's team is still rotating. They don't want to stay in that dip for long. Raiden is still advancing. They're probably headed for the compound. The prediction is that the circle will come in the compound, but I don't know about WinGod's teams here. This no-foot strategy could work. They're just waiting for someone to come and get shotgunned. Their quota of Paraji X Sign D finishes hasn't been filled yet. Another player was down there. Dreams was the last player left. He was also eliminated on 1 attempt, Infinity, and got his finish. But I thought Hero, Extreme, and GodLike would at least be looking from the angle Jathan had earlier. VXT had a very easy entry. They had already downed the Hyderabad Hydra's players and eliminated the Wing D player while moving forward. That didn't happen this time, but Anonymous, too, pulled out nukes. Admino, he saw the players coming. Alma Hydras is currently out of the zone, Newman is out of the zone. Anonymous downed another player, eliminating him. In CDs, that player isn't ready to stop, but Admino continues to work on getting those finishes. The Meji zone shift has arrived, and Hero Extreme GodLike players will now have to go down, which isn't easy at all. Samraj's prediction here proved to be brilliant, but Sarkar Gaming, one last chance, one last hope, was downed by Ignite Gaming. But this Molotov is quite impressive, and Ned is quite good. Kana needs to heal himself. His HP was very low, and he was finally knocked out. Sarkar Gaming, this is an important match. These are 2 players who are looking to get a few more points for their team. Sarkar, however, was seen simply throwing grenades from a distance. KSR also has that grenade in his hands. He's downed Anonymous. That's why he has a chance to stop and climb higher. But in the midst of all this, Ranveer has taken down Connox. He's seen that player from somewhere, but Anonymous's revival seems very difficult. KSR with another grenade, Anonymous crawled towards KSR. The revival would have been executed, but in the finish field, I saw that Same had already secured another finish for his team. 4 total finishes. In this match, the fight is crucial for Charlie. Sarkar Gaming is on the back foot. Sarkar is his team's last hope, and he too will not survive. Sarkar Gaming worked so hard today, so hard, but in this last match, he could only take 2 points. Very difficult. Now we have to wait to see how far he can reach the cutoff. Infinity is in a very wide open, Sarkar. They saw him and took down Ignite. It's not that they have a lot of points, but you'll see Ranveer eliminated as well. But in front of them, Samraj was down. Team Hero Extreme GodLike did take down players, but it remains to be seen if they can pull off finishes. They finished Aurora, who was knocked out, but Hero Extreme GodLike is still in their player zone, and a player who has probably already left for the heal battle. Yes, Jonathan was down there, and they'll get a revival, but look at the zone is where no one is. Funk is trying to take out more flags, but there are ridges below. The Magi can still go there, and Hero Extreme GodLike has vehicles there, but Ignite Gaming's difficulties have increased. However, the teams that are making comebacks here are getting eliminated one by one. Silly hasn't even managed a comeback in this match. However, Silly still has one more match left. Yes, here, VXT's prediction was excellent, allowing them to enter the zone, but Admino was ready to welcome the medal with grenades. And you can see from the front, Sim downed them once again. Sim played exceptionally well today, but he himself was downed. The top dog in the medal standings noticed him. Admino felt too many grenades coming close to him, so he needed to retreat. He retreated, but the medal is still pending. VXT, along with its 3 players, will achieve 4 finishes. If Hero Extreme GodLike is eliminated here as well, they will receive 4 placement points. This means they finally reached 85. Yes, but they still need more points. Who knows where the cutoff will be? VXT is losing players one by one. Hero Extreme GodLike has a perfect chance to pull it off. Such a tough game, such an amazing tournament, and Hero Extreme GodLike is ready to change history. This team, Heroes of GodLike, is playing extreme. For the first time in BGMI history, Hero Extreme GodLike is about to qualify for the Grand Finals. They did their job. They will also get 5 placement points. The team will also take those 4 finishes. 5 finishes were drawn. Aizen also looked at them. The admins will take them down, and this 6th finish will add to Hero Extreme GodLike's account. Jathan Ned is in his hands. We know the positions of the players in front. Back-to-back Neds are coming. We all know VXT. He plays amazingly in Marmor. But Jathan, the man, Miss, the monster, and Hero Extreme GodLike, when they needed chicken in the most important match, they took the chicken and here you go. This is how they make a comeback. The gods of BGMI are back, as we were discussing, and with 18 points.